Wow, wow, wow. Welcome, everybody. Well, I need to really get that to fade. Hey, I want to welcome everybody. This is my streak here in Mom's basement. I got some running around to do. I had some stuff, so thought I'd stream a little bit, little Johnny stuff here, because I've got, as I said, got a couple of things going on. Dealing with something. Oh. So.
Small independent film.
Okay, and tell the jury what that is.
I shot a film in Guatemala. It's a small independent, meaning it doesn't have distribution or, it doesn't have distribution or anything. It's a lower budget film that I had been attached to for many years called Into the Fire.
Okay, and 1266 has as of January 13, 2022. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, when did you actually film for this?
So, sorry, I'm just coming back.
March.
Has anybody seen or followed this at
March.
all? I mean, I normally don't. I've got something
And
planned, but
do you recall what your compensation was for that?
I don't off the top of my head, I'm
If you
sorry.
can look at ALH 17628, it's paragraph 6A.
65,000.
Okay. And have you participated in Aquaman 2?
I have.
And tell us about that.
I had to I fought really hard to stay in the movie. They didn't want to include me in the film.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. Were you ultimately able to
on the
get
fly, folks.
to film in Aquaman 2?
A very pared down version of that role, yes.
Okay. What, if anything, changed in the script?
They took away a lot of...
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay,
I think she can
lack of foundation.
Overruled as the script.
Go ahead.
I was given a script and then given new versions of the script that had taken away scenes that had action in it, that depicted my character and another character without giving any spoilers away. They're two characters fighting with one another, and they basically took a bunch out of my role.
There we go.
Yeah, they just removed a bunch out.
And what, if any,
still
leverage
come
did you have to negotiate a higher salary beyond the $2 million?
Objection, speculation.
Speculation.
I'll sustain the objection.
Thank
What,
you.
if any effort did you make
How does she know?
to negotiate a higher salary for?
I did. I broke it.
Participation.
I'm trying a bunch of different things.
couldn't
And every time
negotiate my
I didn't even do anything.
And why not?
I literally put it up there.
Objection, this calls for hearsay and speculation.
Do you know why?
It's still the same objections, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection.
Yeah. She can't. She'd have to guess. Come on, man. Lawyers got to be better than this. And this is her own witness. Anyway. So Mom had a procedure this morning.
Amber, I'm going to
Colonoscopy.
ask you
Last
to
night was difficult.
describe
I had to go
to
back and
this
forth. All day
jury
was yes. And then
the
today.
emotional
So,
impact on you
just running around.
of these
She's
three
good.
statements.
She's good.
Okay,
It looked
you've
good.
Talked about these three
Doctor came in.
statements. Please describe how this is impacted.
So everything looked good. So that's fantastic. 72 and still kicking.
These statements are used over and over and over and over again
But all's good. But
online to
I have to be
reverberate,
going up and
re-echo,
down, checking on her
and
because she was under
re-energize.
anesthesia.
Objection, Your Honor, this is not responsive, lack of foundation,
It's
and hearsay.
responsive, yeah. She gets to give her content for it.
Well, the question was your emotional impact of these statements.
Okay.
The impact it has on me is every time I look at it, which is every day. I am set back. I have
That
to relive
lawyer,
it.
that female
I
lawyer
have
in the
to-
back,
to have my
she's
the worst,
legit.
most painful
She
things
is
I've ever
legit
gone
right
through,
here.
painful memories I've ever
Or
had.
they both
the
are,
things
but
I've
she
narrowly
is.
survived at times.
Very sharp.
Embarrassing, intimate details
Ah.
that I never wanted to be known, never wanted to be public ever, and to have them used every single day to call me a liar. I have to relive this every single day that I have to address those claims. Over and over again, the most intimate, embarrassing, deeply humiliating, and personal things that I've survived are used against me every day,
Every day.
over and over again.
Every day.
It's torture.
Every
I'm in
day.
so much pain emotionally. I just want him to leave
Objection.
me alone.
Every
I wanted to move on with
day.
my life, and he won't let me. By making statements like this, he won't let me.
Oh,
I have to be here today. I have to be reliving it every single time.
every day. Every day.
He, with these statements, with these leaks, these comments, once again, makes me have to speak to the most horrifying things I've lived through. It's torture. It's torturous. I want you to have to do that. I want to move on with my life. I have a baby. I want to move on. I want to move on. I want Johnny to move on too. I want him to leave me alone.
And this is the part where you ask about her being an actress.
All right.
It's probably a good time to go ahead and take our afternoon recess. based on that.
Fantastic
So go ahead
recess.
and, do not discuss the case and don't do any outside research. Okay, we'll see you in 15 minutes.
Yeah, thanks. So with that, and she gets into that and or hysterical or emotional and stuff like that, crying, even with Johnny or anybody, and they're actresses. So I picked up a new game. Yet again, last night. I was talking to someone yesterday, and they said it would be extremely fun. So I told them, okay. So it's going to be the Stanley Parable, but I got the Ultra Deluxe because the other one was, I guess this is the updated one. But they, it's the same story. There's different things. But they did say that I needed to get in here and really look this over. So that's what I'm going to do. What's up, everybody? Villager sound? What's... Joe's back. Welcome, Joe. Key, how you doing, buddy? So it's a little weird today. let me just. I'm gonna. I'm just saying that mother had a procedure today, so I had to do some things yesterday. I was on and off. Didn't stream or anything like that, but tried to. I was trying to have fun and take a break. And I'm still gonna play games because I'm a gamer. But I was in and out. So today I was like, well, I thought we'd be done because 9:45. She has this procedure. Should take an hour or two, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll be home, no problem. Start at 2 o'clock, getting the schedule and everything, and then it started getting later and later, and then I was like, dang, man, they said 2 hours. Well, I was there for 2 hours, and then she woke up, and then she was under anesthesia, so had to wait for it, and then had to take care of her, and then wake him up a little bit, feed, had lunch, and then she's right back to bed. We had a long night last night because if you didn't know, let me give you a little backstory on colonoscopy, which really does suck. So your colon, and there's only one real good way to look at your colon. And it sucks, so they have to put you under. Well, you have to, you can't eat anything, like completely nothing the entire day before. It's only liquid. And then at that point in time, you have to start taking like Mucilax and stuff to literally get everything that you can, your bowel movements out of you so they can. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate. Hey, long story. I mean, too late for the long story. No, short version. She did. The doctor came in. Great pictures. Everything worked perfectly. So thank goodness she doesn't have to do this for a while. But what happens is you have to take liquid, and 8 ounces is 1 cup. So you have to make this solution, and then every 15 minutes you have to drink a cup. Now, you think that's okay, but you have to do this 4 times, do it in an hour, and then a couple hours you have to do it again. And it's a laxative at the same exact time. And you put it with Propel, so your body is still trying to absorb nutrients, but yet it's cleansing you. It was a rough night. And then you want to drink plenty of fluids before as well, because with diarrhea, here's the problem. You can also dehydrate because your fluids come out of your body and blah, blah, this and that. So I understand about all the poop stories, and I apologize. But today's a little odd. So there's a game that I can start and stop, apparently, which is this one, but I guess, is really fun. They didn't tell me anything. I didn't look. I mean, I literally will show you a receipt. I just downloaded the thing. Right there, 1:25 p.m. I mean, when I just sat down getting ready to go on the stream, I was like, oh shit. So I bought it and literally just downloaded it today. So that's going to be interesting. Well, let's just see while I'm talking. That'll be fine. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to play this. I can walk away. I still have to look after Mom because one, we didn't get a lot of sleep last night. 2, she's under anesthesia. She's tired. If she tries to get up, she could hurt herself, fall, things like that, going to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. So I thought the easiest thing to do was tell everyone, I appreciate everyone showing up. I'm going to do what I can to do this, but I will be back and forth. So if need be, and I'm needed, I can flip to like the trial or keep it on this and then go take care of the business and then come back and then do that. But ultimately, I didn't want to leave people in the dark. I know Boy Scout gets upset. And moms do come first. Yes. And so that's the plan. And again, I appreciate everyone. So I'm going to get into it. I mean, now that that's downloaded, first off, has anyone played this? That's what I want to know. Because No, no, no. Everything's fine. No, no, no. And I didn't set anything off. If she needs, everything's all done. She's knocked out. I mean, I fed. No, let's. If I need to, I'm do English for subtitles. This is gonna be interesting. All right, hold on. Let me put this here so I can see chat. No, I have not. Where the computer is barely visible. Is that? Psh, I'm dumb. I know. I'm dumb. So, can you guys see that? Do you think that's enough? I mean, that's barely visible to me, but can you guys see that? I don't want this stream or anyone to miss something. Should I turn it up a little bit? Should I just keep it at fault? But you can barely see that. I think that's better. I just want to make sure no one misses anything. Oh boy. What am I getting into? Please enter the current time. Oh, someone's up. I heard. So. Yeah, but see, exactly. I'm gonna do 16. I need to check. I heard someone. And then we're gonna start. I promise. Just I'm even keeping my headset on. Just I gotta make the right. Gotta make sure. Oh, that's right.
Mic off. Mic off. Mic feedback off. Mic on.
You know what? I didn't mean to do that. Ba ba ba. All right, 16. Hold on. When it hits 17. Oh, and I can do this. Which in 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. Here we go.
This
Yes.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes. Stanley. All right.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Okay.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting,
Oh,
or
shit.
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What the? That's weird perspective. Oh, I broke my back. Oh, oh God. All right, here we go. So that's the weirdest first person. Can I touch anything? You can't zoom in on anything. Whoa. You. Okay. Okay. There's 428. Is he in there? That doesn't open. 429.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. Well, that's... Is that here? What is that?
No matter how hard Stanley
hate
looked,
Monday.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Whoa, this one's beat up. 432. Oh. Who farted? Look at the coffee bugs, man. That shit's hilarious. Number 1 dad. Good. Good for you. All right. I'm looking for him. Oh, I like work. I just hate my boss. You cannot see out the window at all. What?
Mic off. Mic on.
So is this thing? Anyone play this? Is this like an escape story or something? Escape room? The meeting room. All right. Well, there's an open door. All right. Now wait a minute. So that's on the left side. Well, you can't see out that window. What are on these computers? All right. So there's an open door over there. You cannot open the door. It looks like shit went down, though, because here's the thing. There's a lot of dropped and shit on the floor. Like open, like this is open. So I would assume, I mean, that's bad graphics right there, but no, maybe not, but all right, so let's see this side. There's an open door. Can I go through here?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
All right, dude, the commentary. Fucking props for that so far. That's good. So clearly I'm Stanley. And I am touching fucking everything. 2:22. All right, so I had to put in the time, but that time... So 11... What the... Okay. There's a ladder. Remember that. Ladder 417. I don't know where the fuck the meeting room is. All right, so I don't know if I should go. Oh, there's more. And then see the cables and shit on the floor? Nope. All right. Ugh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Oh,
entered the door on his left.
Did I? No, okay, can someone catch Boy Scout? I told the chat you were going to be... Called it! Listen, buddy, I apologize. No, I will be, but I got a simple game. Hold on. Love it. Um, because my mother had a procedure done today, a colonoscopy. We were up late last night. She didn't sleep well. She was under anesthesia this morning, and man, I didn't think it was going to be so. What I'd like to do was I wanted to get on. I wanted to tell people like yourself because I do want to do that stuff. And yes, I'm making schedules. I'm doing all the content work and everything. So I want to keep up with it. I was on yesterday. I didn't stream, but I got in contact with Key and Sage was on. Played a little bit, but yesterday she had to do the only diet last night. 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45 was the first treatment of her taking a cup of water. Oh, well, that's a shame your mouse died. That sucks. Well, good. Well, that lines up perfectly, Boy Scout. I wanted to come on to make sure and everyone know that, you know what, I got this new game, dude. It is already hilarious. My friend said I would like this game, and I've never done it before. And the commentary in this, I'm going around, if you've seen any of this, going around trying to open doors, pick at stuff, trying to figure it out because it's like an escape. Oh, okay. Watching Keith yesterday. Was helping him out. Okay. Oh, good. I don't know who was Keith. Ah, gotcha. I gotcha. Good. Well, good. That's great. Dude, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I mean, what I'd really like to do tomorrow is I really do, depending on this game, this is pretty cool. This so far, I mean, there's something to do. This is, I think I know why he gave this to me for a reason, is because I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to call you out. I'm not going to name names, but this is for the stream because he knows that I love interacting, and I'll sit here. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely the mouse. But this one, I can already tell. So I see exactly. Oh, yes. Did you guys see that? What was? All right. So this is gonna be good for one, a fun game because he said it's just fun. Wouldn't tell me anything about it. Just bought it and installed it right before. But it's to interact and stuff with people, and he says this is the perfect game for me, and I believe him so far. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. So it's funny. I didn't even research it. I was so busy this morning that I was just waiting in anticipation. So here we go. I mean, it said I go left. Normally it's reacting to the stuff that I've been doing. Now it's telling me. Oh, I know that door is going to close. And here's the thing, man. I mean, I'm like a sphere, I guess. My back's broken. I'm going. All right, I went to the left. Yes. Yeah, so I need to make sure. I need to make sure if she needs to get up, needs to use restroom, because she's still groggy and everything. She did not sleep, so I know she's tired. I know I'm touching everything, but it's freaking me out. Oh, that looks like a meeting room. You still cannot look through windows.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Going up to his boss's office. Meeting room, floor 4XX. I need to put this on charger. Alright. Just a second. Oh, sorry. I just nailed the table. Ow. I just hit that pretty hard, didn't I? Mondays, target agenda before rest in peace. Oh my goodness. Franz, do not alter without consulting whiteboard. Tomorrow. Employ. Okay, so these are probably important. And then Jim. Well, I know who I am. And I'm 427, by the way. No. I didn't know what to expect. I don't. I can though. I can. RSOFO2. Bi-quarterly post-review review. Spare between. Throw something in the idea bin. One, no more bins. Trash cans. Oh my goodness. Death Sport portion in the primary review schedule. Death Sport. More water coolers. Water cooler heaters. Find teenagers to put in teenager democratic. Big net? Question mark. Some sort of child trap? Question mark. It's a stupid idea. Oh my. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Question mark. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let a ball up inside of you. Take out passive aggressively on your coworkers. Resent coworker. Oh my. Oh, I got to see that again. Insurance. Everything okay. Make sure. Next text. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh my goodness. This is not what you do at work, by the way. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Love it. Rate of which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh my goodness. Please, no more charts. Please stop. Oh my God. That is so funny. All right. Well, I'm going to go. We're going to move on. I don't really see anything. Broom closet. That is the first door that has opened.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There was nothing here. There's wrench, duct tape.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
What the?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
What
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Are you joking? That
Are you really still in the broom closet?
are you
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I was looking for clues, trying to get the fuck out.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the
I am gonna
story
okay.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm literally. There you go. You have now convinced me. There is nothing in the broom. Oh
Coming
shit.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs, dude. I am. We're going to follow the story. This is going to. Please believe me. I will rebel. My second playthrough is going to be a rebel. That is not it. There's, of course, water. You can't. But I'm not going to stop touching things. Oh my! Look at that. Executive bathroom. Oh. Boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. You cannot see your reflection. Oh, can you touch that? No water, huh? It's nice of a factory. Of a bridge and dam. Wow. Wow. All right. A fucking phone book.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
Oh
human
shit.
life.
There's a camera.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's fucking dark now. Is that it? Okay, there it is. Oh shit. What did you do? All right. Still a factory. I'm gonna get killed. It's how many times? Generator. Oh, cool. You hear that? Dude, I love these headsets. The headset is legit. Okay, I have to turn this down a little. It's so fucking dark. Ah. Can you guys see okay? It's not all black to you guys, right? Is there something back here? Wow. There's like a wall here. There's a... I haven't found any lights. And now, dude, okay, so... Here's the thing. Yeah, T doesn't work. There's no other... Interact is E. No, we're going to put crouch space interact with E. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Yeah, but see, it doesn't say anything about lights. But you can tell, because when you look at the shadows and you back up, this doorway here, you can step to the right. See how you can back up too? I don't know. Oh shit. And did I...
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
There's a
Why
open...
did he feel this now?
Open
when for
doorway right
years
there
it had
on
never
this
occurred
side.
to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. What the shitsburg? Okay, so up there is another floor with an open door. And it's on this side. I gotta remember that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Did he now? Are you sure that's what, because that's literally what I'm doing is following his instructions. Oh my goodness. Look at the mist. Oh boy. And there's a camera and the light's on, so they're looking at me. What does that say? Rent a fence. Oh boy. Oh. Interviewing and interrogation techniques. Fairbride, dear diary. Attended to what? According to my husband, it's been easier than I was afraid. Okay. I don't think... That's kind of weird. What is this? It's just random codes.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I thought I was in
Stanley thought to
Professor
himself.
X
Did
and
he
the
have the strength to find out?
the dome, you know, that they made, cerebral. Televisions, huh? Why are those out of order? Oh, look at that. It's like Tetris. Does that have significance? Look at... What's that way? There's that door. All right. They up. And that platform. There's another platform out there. All right. What? Let's do the monkey thing. All right, so 1 cube. There's a cube. There's a cube. There's white. White. No white. Maybe. Maybe not. Employee observation oh. It's so fucking small. Can you guys read that? Can you guys read anything that I'm looking at? Or is it too fuzzy? 2C. And I can't get closer. Nope. Alright, good. Well then, I don't know. Well, that's still up there. Well,
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
427.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's where I started. No one's there, but what does that say? 528. Yeah, I'm going to need a pad of paper. I'm going to definitely do that next time when I start this. Deep. I don't know what that means. I didn't know what that is. All right. So, but that's easy. 528. Anything else? Any other? There's another monitor there. Oh, shit. 28. So wonder if it's 128, 28, 228. No. I just look for patterns, folks. There's a... Oh, 104's been fired. You know what? That red one and that one looks so... Dude, there's a lot of cameras in this place. And there's an empty one. Wow. You get it?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it. His
No.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Where are we
It
going?
was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. And how do I do that? I guess, it is offline, but they want me to dismantle. I'm not touching the big power button, by the way. That made a different noise. Lower. Wow. 5. 5. The one thing I've learned in my time is not to press the red button until you've found everything out. There's a button up there too. At least that looks, and there's one. So there's at least 5. There's a... The lights match the ones on the screen. Well, let's... Okay. Uh-oh. This is... All right. It's... What's... Okay, now wait a minute. Nice. Nice. All right, so... Where's that cable leading to? It looks like it's going to the back of that monitor. And that light. So that is offline, but that's because I think the power has been taken for that. All right, so there's 1 through 5 at least. What's... God, can you see that shit? Hold on. Up you go. I bend it, and then I'm gonna get underneath the desk. All right. All right. That one didn't give me anything. Maybe I have to do the power. Should I do... What's that one if that's what I was going to look for, but I couldn't see? There's a... Nope. How... I cannot. It's dark as shit. And that looks like it's got a gate or a something on it. All right. So yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get the lay of the land because I don't trust any of the shit that's going on. Okay. Well, here we go.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So that's off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Uh-huh.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
A free man.
That was all he needed to know.
That's all I need to know.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm still taking orders. Wow, that's
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
good. I just beat the game. Okay. There are other decisions.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So clearly. All right, let me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Well,
left.
of course, we have to go to the right one this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's what exactly. Man, he's so good. The employee. That's 4B9. And that damn door's open. I would love.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
What?
Really worth it.
I love it. Okay. I'll just. Should I?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy, and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
It is possible. It is absolutely possible.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
I should have
Took
stayed.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First door on my left. If I walk past this door, it's going to close. But I'm already off path, right? It's not going to force me in there, is it? So it's just that door. It looks like this, and then maybe another decision. I'm not gonna follow his directions this time. Engineer, blueprints.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What the fuck? This is so good. This is so. It's the commentary that makes it. Because the game right now is like, all right, so I mean, I've literally been able to click on a few buttons. Key card. Okay, so See, at some point, I'm thinking it's going to be like Mist or... Oh, shit. I promise I'm not going to do that. There's an open door. There's an open door right there. And I can't jump, or I'd be over that fence in a heartbeat. Dude.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I should have jumped.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Dang it.
I'm asking for her.
Asking for her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Just through this door?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
What?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the shit?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
What
Who want to commit
the-
their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah. What the flip-flop?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh my God. I'm literally doing what he's doing at work. Like, I would come down on the screen, and then he would have to push a button. I am refusing to push that fucking button. This is so good. Oh my God. They're going to make me push the fucking button to go on, aren't they? Dude, that is so good. They suck. I hate them.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now
I knew
he's
it.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
There you go. Oh my God. Should I press the wrong button? What do you think about that? No.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Yeah, I fucking hate them.
And so he began to fantasize about his own day. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
With the boys, I don't have...
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
For prepared dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Oh my
he began to
goodness.
fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Oh,
Perhaps
my-
if he played just one more time.
Oh my goodness.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has
Behind his
changed.
desk.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Damn it. Damn it.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley,
Oh
the
my-
next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm now going to listen. Don't do it. They're baiting me into doing it. And look, they're literally baiting me into doing it. You son.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the flip-flop? Okay, so it's like an escape room, I guess. Or it's just like a fucking adventure story. Don't tell me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office hoping... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to
What
encourage
the
you. I'm
fuck?
not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
My God. That is so fucking good. I thought it remembered. I need to put spoilers on this immediately. Not just Groundhog Day, but here's the thing. He remembered I went into that closet the last time I went left and actually obeyed. He just literally remembered that. That's amazing to me. That is so good. That's really good. Man, oh man. Sorry, I feel compelled to do this because I can't. I mean, if anyone hasn't played this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna. Oh my goodness! It's edit stream info. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate that. Dude, if someone comes in and starts watching this, I don't want to give anything away. This is good so far for me. Very entertaining. I'm literally gonna wait until he says something, so this might take a while. Cause that was good, dude. How am I just like a dot? I'm like not even human. I mean, I'm Stanley, but that's the weirdest, I guess, first person view I've seen where you can't see like legs and shit like that. But I mean, it's an old game. Oh, it is all in my head, man. All right, so are we getting out of here? He says he's not saying shit until I leave. And then I'm going to go back. Dude.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I have not went downstairs yet. So clearly... I know it's supposed to mean something. Maybe I'll get binoculars or something later.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
11.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
What
did
the
doors close automatically
fuck?
behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be
B
real.
again.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
Remember
what a
B.
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring
What
real-life
the
job pushing
fuck?
buttons.
What
I
the
may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
I'm just literally
And while
going
he
in
thought it
circles.
all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Right.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
There we go.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I am through with this dream.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
He is married.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Oh, jeez.
Everything will be fine.
Oh, jeez.
I am okay.
All right.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Okay.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what
So do
is
I
real
take over
and
a
what
woman
isn't.
now?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Okay.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
The meeting.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Dude, was that me? Was that Stanley that... I didn't die on the sidewalk. Oh my god. What's all the see the lines? Alright, so that way is like a complete dead end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I did figure
Stanley
something
decided
out.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, B is number 3. B equals 3. Alright? Awaiting input. I'm trying to hit all these keys. I hit one of them and it said it input. Damn, man. This is tough. I gotta have a small dot in the center of my screen. Oop, that was a little off. I'm slamming my mouse button now. I don't know. I hit... Oh, when I go off the keyboard. What was it? 1, 2, 7, 8. Okay, now. All right, so small things you can start hitting now, I guess. This one's on. All right, so remember that the B, the 1, 2, B, 4. I think that is 436 because in that other room at the dead end, although I would have not known that, I believe in that code that means that should be 436.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go sit in that fucking bathroom again. I'm gonna see what he says this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No light switches either. Oh my God, they closed the bathroom off. The motherfucker. That's so fucking good right there. That, guys, that is so good. They literally boarded it up because the last two times. That,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
see if anything else has changed. Oh my goodness, the message has changed. Have the magazines changed? No. Time, extreme bathroom. Still can't see yourself. No legs. Dude, this... Okay, this is a freaky game. You can fucking go in there. Do not close. There's an elevator. It's new. I'm going to take this, and the next time we're going down, and I'm going to try to figure out some of those. Should I go up or down? It is going to allow me to go up. It said Stanley. He's fucking dancing along and shit, listening to the music. How? What the shit? Oh my God, it's just a room for fucking music. Are you kidding me? I really do like this. So much
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Once
indication
again.
of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling
That is
books
not-
off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. but his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
That's right. I could not have known about the 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
How good?
2845.
I'm going to get it wrong.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Dude, how good. This is, you know what? Good job. This is right up my fucking alley. Honestly. This is so good. All right. No, nothing there. That's still there. I'm sure it snakes back and it's You can go back up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Except for that place right there. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Now I am gonna die. I am deep into this now. Mother.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll go back to the elevator. Maybe I can react. And there you go.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh, I gotta give shout.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Now see, the mist is here now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I believe him.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Oh my gosh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
234.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Watch this one right here, and right in the middle of the screen.
Eternally monitored in this place
234.
where freedom
Look at
meant
that.
nothing.
234. And that one that was red is now... Oh, no, it's still there. Okay, good.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
All right.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Two. Shit, where was 3? I think there it is. There's 3. How do I get up there? Is there a gate that's open? There's a gate there. Why is there a light way up there too? See that? There is a gate there. Is there a way to go down here? All right, stop. Let's do and then I've got to do. Sorry. Where did they say the field? Oh, field of view. I want. Huh. I wanted to do the resolution. I mean the brightness and stuff like we did. I have jump now? I did not have jump. What is going on? I'm telling you, I'm hitting jump and it is not allowing me to jump. I am trying that. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump. Okay, that button does not work. I was gonna hit the big red button. Let's go. Where's that other place? Let's see. There was a power button too, I remember. Was that up here? So that's there. There was a power right over here. Nope. Everything's red. I'm going to hit red buttons for a second. See if hitting all the red buttons means anything. Nope. I don't know how the hell to get up to number 4. And I refuse to hit 5 because that's out of sync. And I'm going to start something. That's going to suck. All right, so do I hit the other button? I mean, that is the power to turn everything on.
He found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley.
Oh,
You
shit.
didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Shit.
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say,
What?
2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh,
it's your
fuck.
time to shine.
Oh, the lights
you
are on.
You are the star. It's your story now.
Let's
shape it to your heart's
oh,
desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Oh.
About me.
Okay. All right.
Where we're going,
Let's think about this
what all
first.
this means.
So that's
I barely know
2,
where to start.
2,
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
2.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Mother.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll
2,
tell you exactly
and then
what
that
happened to them.
is
I
power.
erased them.
All right.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time
Purple
on the
4.
clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dear
What is
me.
this?
What's the matter, Stanley?
Activate
Is it that you have
button
no
hint.
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
No,
right now?
I don't. I have no
Did
fucking
you just assume
clue.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Yes.
Running from button to button, screen
Oh
to
my
screen,
God.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I fucking have no idea.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Oh my
to see
God.
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
That is fucking ridiculous. Dude, that is so awesome. Okay. The gate was open? God damn. Wow. How crazy was that? This game is a mind flip-flop. That's crazy. Oh, I'm going to just move my stuff over here real quick. Wow. I don't know what to say. Such a good game. Why is that doing that? Oh, I know why. Because I'm dumb. I'm going to do it again anyways. I'm going to do it again. I don't care. All right. So, I understand.
And in connection with that settlement,
I have
you
to go
received
check on some
$7 million
on my
from
mom.
Mr. Depp. True?
That's correct.
And then
6.8 exactly.
your
Cross-examination.
settlement amount was $7 million.
That's correct.
And then you released a statement in which you claimed you would be donating the entire $7 million to charity, right?
That's correct.
You stated you would be donating half of the $7 million to the ACLU,
That's correct.
and you would be donating the other half to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
That is correct.
And you also stated,
She looks
with
upset
respect to
already.
the $7 million divorce settlement,
Right there.
that money played no role except for the extent that you could donate the money to charity.
Yes, that's correct.
If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit
Oh, shit.
1259.
I'm going to go AFK. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is an article entitled Amber Heard Donates Johnny Depp Divorce Settlement to Charity. Read her statement in full. Is that correct?
That's what the title says, yes.
Directing your attention to the portion on the second page where it says, quote, read the statement below. Is that the statement you released, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I move to admit the statement and the article as redacted.
Objection, hearsay.
It's her statement.
That's right.
This is not her statement. This is
She just testified, Your Honor, that it's her statement.
May I see the full?
Everything else is redacted.
Okay, then I have no objection.
All right.
There you go.
5-9 in evidence as redacted.
Uh-oh.
The statement reads, as described in the restraining order and divorce settlement,
Yeah.
money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity, and in doing so, hopefully
Yeah.
help those less able
Dude,
to
she
defend
lied.
themselves.
She's lying. I mean,
As reported in the media, the amount received in the divorce was $7 million, and $7 million is being donated. This is over and above any funds that I have given away in the past and will continue to give away in the future. Did I read that correctly?
That is correct. I don't remember that last line, but
Oh.
I have no. It doesn't stand out to me as wrong.
There's nothing inaccurate in the statement.
Not that I recognize, no.
okay.
Mr. Depp donated $100,000 of the divorce settlement directly to the ACLU. Is that right?
Right at the beginning of the divorce settlement, he donated $100,000 to each charity on my behalf or towards my contribution.
So $100,000
To each.
to the ACLU.
And to the Children's Hospital.
And in response, you publicly demanded that Mr. Depp pay the divorce settlement directly to you instead of the charities, right?
That was always the agreement, actually, is for him to pay me directly. It was not his money as per the settlement agreement to give away and reap a tax benefit from. I said if he wants to do it and give to charity all of a sudden, then he should pay the correct amount and not try to get a big tax break for it.
I'll be
So
right back,
effectively, for
folks.
his tax bracket, he should be paying
Mic off.
double that amount to the charity directly. And if he wanted to pay the charity directly, he could. He could do that, was fine with me, but he would need to pay the adjusted amount.
Ultimately, the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement was paid directly to you, right?
Over time, yes.
And Mr. Depp didn't end up paying the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement directly to the charities you identified.
That is correct. He paid the installments to me.
You stopped that from happening, didn't you?
I don't understand what your question is. I'm sorry.
You stopped Mr. Depp from paying the charities that you had named directly.
That is incorrect. I said if you want to pay the charities directly, pay the adjusted amount, or pay as per our agreement in the settlement or in the divorce, as per our agreement.
You also
And he
publicly
chose to do the former, not the latter. I mean, the other way around.
You also publicly stated that the $7 million divorce settlement should be paid to the charities immediately in full, right?
If he wanted to pay it in the way that he was suggesting, yes.
And you said publicly that the payments to the charities should not be drawn out over many years, right?
I said that I don't recall the exact words that I used, but basically that he shouldn't use this as a novel interest in getting a tax break. That if he wanted to do that and not pay me the settlement, that was fine, but he would have to pay the adjusted amount and not make it, a commitment he would not fulfill or try to avoid in some other way.
And that's because you wanted the entire world to think that you were donating every penny of the $7 million divorce settlement as soon as you received it from Mr. Depp. Isn't that right?
No, I was going to be receiving it in installments, and I would be paying in installments the donations.
In fact, you released a statement in response to Mr. Depp's $100,000 donations to the ACLU and CHLA, didn't you?
I don't recall.
Let's see if we can refresh your recollection. If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1260. This is an article entitled Amber Heard and Johnny Depp Row Over Divorce Donations. And if I could direct your attention to where it says, I believe it's on the second page, her spokeswoman responded in a statement. The language that follows the statement you released.
Objection, hearsay, spokeswoman, it's not her.
A spokesperson is an exception, Your Honor.
You want to come forward?
You released a statement
Your Honor,
through.
may we approach again?
Okay.
Before we ask the next question, I'll just hand you a copy of this one.
I want to see it before you ask.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's exactly what I said. Your Honor, would you like to see one as well?
No, that's all right. That's fine. Thank you. Could you please turn your microphone on? I'm sorry, Ms. Burnett.
Your Honor, they gave me a redacted, but I don't have the unredacted to be able to see the full
I
document.
plan to admit it, or ask that it be admitted in redacted form. I'm taking away any hearsay, and I'm just trying to lay the foundation that this is a statement she released through a spokesperson.
How would I know whether there's more to it that shouldn't be redacted, Your Honor, if I don't see the full document?
Your Honor, the witness can testify as to whether this is a full statement or not.
The witness can't do, we have the right to be able to see the document.
All right. Do you have a document that's not redacted?
We can pull it up on our computers.
Okay.
Just give us a moment, Your Honor.
All right.
I can represent this is the full statement that's reported.
Okay, give her an opportunity to look at the unredacted one.
Thank you.
Sorry, Ms. Burnett. May I approach?
Yes.
So, Your Honor, can we have a copy of this?
Yeah, you can get a copy of that
Happily.
later
Yes.
today. Okay.
Right,
All right.
I mean, I think she should be giving us copies of the full
Well,
thing
I understand, but
before.
we'll take care of that. But
Okay.
as of right now, can we continue?
We can, Your Honor, but I have an objection because of, there's some quotation marks missing.
Okay, come forward.
All right. So directing your attention, Ms. Hurd, where it says her spokeswoman responded in a statement.
Your
The
Honor-
language that follows.
Your Honor, again, she can't read it. She has to show it
The
to
language
her.
that follows.
All right. If you want to lay a
Is this-
foundation to that, go ahead.
You released a statement after Mr. Depp donated $100,000 to the ACLU and $100,000 to CHLA. Correct, Ms. Hurd?
I think so, yes.
Okay. And the language that follows is the statement you released in response to Mr. Depp's donations, right?
I don't know if this is the official statement. I have no idea.
The statement that starts
Objection, Your Honor.
at Amber Heard. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Would you please read that to yourself, Ms. Heard?
Yes.
Did you read all the way to the very bottom where the last word is supported?
Yes.
Okay. That's a statement you released through your spokeswoman after Mr. Depp made the donations to the CHLA and the ACLU. Correct, Ms. Heard?
I do not recall exactly what my statement was. I don't disagree with anything in the statement, but I just simply don't recall what the statement was we released.
Is there anything inaccurate in that statement, Ms. Heard?
No.
Okay. I'm going to move to admit.
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
I'll overrule the objection, 1260 and evidence over objection.
Thank you, Your Honor. Statement reads, Amber Heard appreciates Johnny Depp's novel interest in supporting two of her favorite charities, the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union for Domestic Violence, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. This is great and unexpected news. And it continues. However, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to his $7 million payment obligation to Amber. And it continues. We would also insist that the full amount be paid immediately and not drawn out over many years. Anything less would be a transparent attempt by Johnny's counsel, Laura Wasser and Patty Glazer, to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported, end quote. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Thank you. After this, you kept commenting
Mic
about the
on.
donation of your divorce settlement, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay. You spoke about donating your divorce settlement
Did I
on
miss
a Danish
anything good?
TV show, correct?
I believe I said I had, I believe I said I donated it to charity, but it was already printed or already commented on and stated in the press. I had already released that information in the press. I think I just confirmed it on that show.
You appeared on a show called RTL Late Night, right?
I don't recall what show it was.
If we could please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 346, which is a portion of your appearance on this program.
Oh,
we would
boy.
ask that it be moved into evidence and ask for permission to publish it.
It contains, it has hearsay, it contains other communications with other individuals.
Your Honor, if we may approach very briefly.
Oh, turn the mics on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing. And here's the thing. So I'm glad I'm glad and not glad. There's certain things that, but I'm glad this is sort of happening because I don't really want this to come over the wrong way, but it is difficult for a man to prove emotional abuse and abuse, period, just because you're a man. And the stigma is, you know what, toughen up, buttercup, or, oh, no, it doesn't happen to you. It only happens. Well, it's not. So yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, $50 million. Dude, this is Johnny Depp. I mean, he's one of the most well-known movie stars in the world. I mean, he can't go anywhere. I mean, yeah, dude, yeah. And that's, yeah. She's screwed. I mean, she is. And it's unfortunate, you know, that people have to go through this. But you know what? As I always say, there are always consequences to your actions. I told Sage that, and it's absolutely true, and it's the path. I mean, ultimately. Oh. Ah. So it's defamation of character, all of that, and his career. Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. No one says that it's probably not true, but I mean, yeah. Wow. You know, maybe he's done really well though. That's crazy. Maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't know him personally, or his background, or how he treats people. Oh.
So if we could please play and publish to the jury Plaintiff's Exhibit 346.
Oh, overruled.
And actually were all kinds of accusations flying your way when you said all this, and then there was a divorce.
I don't.
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
ACLU is a human rights organization.
Sorry, ACLU is a prominent organization, nonprofit organization in the United States. Yeah. It's called the American Civil Liberties Union, and they work on behalf of marginalized communities on the ground and in legislative reform.
Right.
And
well, more power to you, because that's something that I've never heard of.
I wanted nothing.
Right on air.
This interview was in October of 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't recall when it was.
It was in 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't remember when this was done.
This was after you had received the full $7 million of your divorce settlement for Mr. Depp, wasn't it?
Again, without knowing when it was recorded, I have no idea.
$7 million divorce settlement was paid to you in full by February of 2018, right?
That's correct.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1458, which is already in evidence.
So she kept all that money? She said she was going to donate it. So, are they just crashing her down
This
because...
is the deal point memorandum from your divorce settlement, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
And if we go down to the bottom of page 4, there's a heading labeled equalization payment. Do you see that?
Yes.
And underneath,
Oh, what happened? I didn't do anything. I promise. I did not do anything. Here we go. What happened? Dang it.
so the first payment is scheduled for August 31st, 2016, and that's $200,000, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Mr. Depp's accountant, Edward White, testified that he made that payment directly.
You got to turn on your microphone, Ms. Berderhoff. I'm not going to hear you.
Objection to her testifying to what Mr. White testified to.
Okay.
It's a actually, he literally testified to it in court.
I'll overrule objection. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Depp's accountant, Edward
Overruled.
White, testified that he made the payment directly to the ACLU and CHLA, correct?
I believe so.
Damn.
These were all made to you, weren't
Yeah.
That is correct.
they? And the final payment
You
of
can't take the
$2.3
audio away.
million is on February 1st, 2018.
Let Simi take
right?
over. She'll mess
The
with
final
all
payment,
that stuff
yes.
in the background
You
and
were
get it
here in
all
court,
perfect for you.
Mr. White
It should have been
testified
set up
the payments
before.
were all made on
I'm gonna-
schedule.
I'm going to object to her testifying to what Mr. White testified to.
I'll
It's
overrule the
improper.
objection. Go ahead.
Yeah, that can't be.
Thank you, Your
Yeah.
Honor. And you were here in court.
She's
when
a
Mr.
lawyer?
White testified that the payments were all made on schedule, right?
I don't believe they were. He might have
That's
testified
not my
to
question, Ms. Heard. My question was, you were here in court when Mr. White testified under oath that all the payments were made on schedule.
that. I was here every day in court. I heard his testimony, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So back to October.
I
of
love that
2018.
lawyer. I'm telling you,
This was
she's
before
good,
Mr. Depp
guys.
sued you for defamation,
She
correct?
is good. She's a bitch. Well, no,
Yes,
she's
that's
very
correct.
professional.
He didn't sue you until after the op-ed came out in December of 2018, right?
He sued me in 2019.
And the op-ed came out in December of 2018.
That is correct.
So in October of 2018, you had received your entire $7 million divorce settlement. You would
That-
agree with me.
That is correct.
And you hadn't yet been sued by Mr. Depp.
This is October. Correct.
So in this October 2018 interview, you said that you had, quote, donated, end quote, your entire divorce settlement to charity, right?
That's correct.
And in fact, your exact words were, quote, $7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote, right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
Pledge.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety
No,
of the
Ms. Heard,
settlement,
that's
$7
not
million
my
to
question.
charity, and I
Ms. Heard,
intend to
Ms.
fulfill
Heard,
those obligations.
Ms. Heard, that's not my question.
Oh,
Please,
What was
try
your
to answer
question?
my question.
here it
Sitting
comes.
here today, you have not donated the $7 million donated.
There you
not
go.
pledged,
Just get into the lawyer.
$7 million
Perfect.
divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another. They
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ms. Heard,
I
I
don't.
use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
Okay.
As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money.
Treat as a hostel. If
Yes
she,
or no?
I mean, get the
I
judge
have
in.
not yet.
Okay, there.
As
Thank
of
you.
today, you have not paid
'Cause that was coming
$3.5
next.
million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated, paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything, and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
Didn't get it, wasn't interested in it. I loved Johnny, that's why I was with him.
You wanted praise for donating the money, right?
That's incorrect.
You wanted good press.
In general, one does want good press, yes.
Okay.
You wanted to seem altruistic publicly.
Wasn't my interest. My interest is in my name and clearing my name, and at the time I was being called a liar and my motives were being questioned. I did see it as important to
Well, you are a liar.
clear that up. I wanted to make a statement to make sure that there was not any doubt that I couldn't be labeled these things just because Johnny was a bigger star and had more publicity reach.
You wanted to remind everyone of your claims of domestic violence against Mr. Depp, right?
No, I wanted to move on with my life.
You wanted to make those claims seem believable.
They are believable. They were
You wanted
believable.
them to be seen, you wanted to be seen, as a noble victim of domestic violence,
I
didn't
have
you?
never wanted to be seen as a victim. Nor have I ever called myself one.
You testified under oath that, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement
Right?
was donated to charity.
Well,
and
yeah.
didn't you?
He called in a few
Correct, I pledged
favors.
the entirety.
No. Ms. Heard, my questions. Your counsel will have time to redirect you
Uh-oh.
after.
Okay.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct. I pledged the entirety.
I'm going to move to strike everything after yes.
All right.
Yes. She changed the word.
Ms. Hurt, this is really inappropriate.
I'll sustain the objection, and we'll just move forward.
Thank you.
Let's move forward. Next question.
Under oath, that statement wasn't true, was it, Ms. Heard?
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question. Sorry.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
The statement...
When you say you buy a house, you don't pay for
Ms.
the
Heard,
entire house
Ms. Heard,
at one time.
respectfully,
You pay it
I'm
over
not asking,
time.
Ms. Heard.
All right. Next question, please.
Thank you. That statement isn't true today, as you sit here today, is it?
It is true. I pledged the entirety.
But you
to
didn't
charity.
donate it.
Unfortunately,
You didn't donate it. It's a yes or no.
I haven't been able to obligate. I mean, to
So that's a
fulfill
no.
those
So that's a no, right,
obligations.
Ms. Heard?
I made the pledge. I want to be very clear. I pledged the entirety. I haven't been able to fulfill those pledges because I've been sued.
You had all of the $7 million for 13 months before Mr. Depp sued you, and you chose not to pay it to the charities you pledged it to. Is that correct, Ms.
I
Heard?
disagree with your characterization of that.
Let's look at your sworn testimony from the UK.
She's getting to her. She's getting to her. Ooh, Miss Heard, are you upset? Do you need a little time? And pledge means nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely nothing. Pledge means dick nothing.
Thank you.
I pledge to be nice to Boy Scout. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. I just pledge to do it.
Ms. Vasquez, do you want me to close the shades? Okay.
That'd be fantastic.
There's this light coming across. And
So I appreciate that.
Has to be a
It's
little-
probably good light.
Aw.
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right.
Right? It's probably all like fucking vodka with coloring. That's awesome.
This is your
I-
third witness statement that you submitted in the UK action, right, Ms. Heard?
I'm telling you.
And this statement was made
Because
under
she's
oath.
gonna
True?
lose.
That is true.
I'm directing your attention to the last page of that statement. That's your signature,
That is-
right?
Jen, you hit it right there, Simi. Sorry.
Yes, it is.
So
you
you
hit
made
it
the
right there.
sworn statement on February 26, 2020.
That's correct.
And directing your attention to
We know it's
paragraph
all up to
4.
the jury. We understand who they believe.
It
That's
says-
true. And it could be still a hung
Quote,
jury.
I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct.
Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
The him you were referring to is Mr. Depp.
That is correct.
Most of the money that was
You guys will be
donated
fine.
to the ACLU and CHLA in your name came from someone else. Isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Well, at least $500,000 that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement, right?
It did not.
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
Pledge.
And at least $500,000 that was donated to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles in your name wasn't paid by you either.
Right, those were made at the same time.
And it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement.
Nor did it count to my 3.5 obligation.
Those $500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend, Elon Musk, right?
I don't know if he was a new boyfriend at the time.
Yeah, right?
You got him to pay part of what you promised to these two charities, didn't you?
Incorrect.
Because you wanted to keep at least some of the $7 million divorce settlement for yourself, right?
You're very wrong about that.
I think this, if Your Honor's
Okay,
fine,
you said
this is a good
it's
stopping
breaking
point.
Okay, that's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll stop here for the evening. Remember tonight, do not do any outside research and do not discuss the case with anybody. I know these days are a little longer, and I appreciate your patience and your taking care of everything here. Please take.
Wow. All right. So what do you guys think? I mean, it's so hard to prove. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. I mean, but they've got her character under so much scrutiny and question that, I mean, it'd be hard to even take in consideration anything that comes out of her mouth, in my opinion. This by far is probably her best. Maybe not. You can see some of her reactions when she hears the question and then reacts to it. And you know, right at that point in time, it's like, I don't know, man. You can just see the oh shit factor, the rested face, like, oh God, I can't. And especially when that video, when she was on air, if you looked at her face, she is just distraught. Oh man, there's a damn thing going out. That's awesome, by the way. His boys had his back, right? Right? And you got to be careful when you have that much money, man. People are out to take you. Dude, people are out to take you. No matter what you think. It's just, oh. Bup. Dude, this thing's crazy. Damn. Simi wants to throw her away. Throw her in the garbage. Okay, what do you think? One more spin, guys. Dude, I'm ready to hit this one more time. And I promise you guys, this is what I'm promising. That's too loud. Is that too loud or is that just me? Oh my goodness. Is this too loud? You know, next time Boy Scout walks in, I know. I'm. Okay, now listen. I love that. All right, here I go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, that has power. Now, wait a minute. That's different. The computer over here is now on. It was this one last time. Just FYI. Because I was trying to input the keys one at a time. So 419. Okay, that's weird. Because now the second input. Wow. 436.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to do this one more time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That's so good.
Running to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So downstairs was nowhere because it was just a big circle. So we at least have to go this way.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future?
That was different.
Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I wonder...
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So we have to find out. Okay, so there's 4. Well, guess what? We see sequences of 4. So I believe that... we'll see. If B equals 3, we got to find out what A equals. C&D.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm taking this one this
Although
time.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm going down
At
this
point,
hall.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Listen
and
to the guy.
willingly confront his death.
That's a long way down.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
What?
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Did I?
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried
What?
the narrator, as
What the
Stanley
fuck?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What the fuck? It did say escape. Oh my god.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
So, would this game interest anyone else? I just want to know real quick. Would this type of game interest? I really want to know Jen, Dusty, and Boy Scout. Even if other people are watching, I appreciate you watching. You three. Is this it? Is this the type of game or no? I think I have my answers. I don't know. I want stuff to. That one was easy. Dude, the other day. And Dusty, I think Dusty's the same way simply because of the Parable No Memorial Mania, whatever the fucking ghost story thing was. I thought you'd enjoy it. I thought so. I'm telling you right, I can't tell you. I'd never heard of this before that this came out. I promise you. And I just bought this, and I had no idea what this damn game was all about or what I was going to do or anything. Had a tip, and whatever. I'll check out games and stuff. I will. Uh, I I want to play that game again. By the way, I'm going to be playing that game. That was scheduled for today. By the way, because guess what? I know that at least one person might consistently show up, and I even wrote it down on my schedule. If you go to my page, hold on. I can't do it on the fly. But if you go to my schedule, and then I'm going to show you. Wait. Blip. Blip. And oh my goodness. What the hell? Look at this. I had it all set up, man. I enjoy that game. This game now is going to also get some time. I'm not done with Star Wars. I have too many people with interest in it, and I am fantastic about that. No problem. Just saying that this is a good game too, and I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy these types of games. So. Yep. Yeah. I don't mind it at all. I like spooky. I like games like this. I love trying to figure it out. You know, because my OCD plays very well with these types of games. Just because I naturally have always seen patterns like, look, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Nature paintings, good. Stanley's computer. I'm not going to touch it yet. The office layout. From the beginning of the game, the path to Stanley's office, 2 doors, was the first part of the game that was built. Hi, baby! Throughout development. Oh my God. Hi. Hi. Did you just come from outside? You did. You did. I can tell. Did you have a good time? Huh? I'm playing a game. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Well, we're getting viewers, aren't we? Guess what? There's got to be viewers on their way. I'm just saying. It always happens. Why do I? Well, remember, I was not here to drain her at all this morning. At all this morning. So, Mom got up after her nap and everything, and she's been ready. Now, she's getting worn down now because she's literally been running around the oak trees out back. I'm going to show you sometimes the way we play. It's crazy. But there was no one here to run her down. And then when I got here, I was like, oh, man, I got to hurry up, eat, do all this other stuff, and then get back. Someone's getting tired, though. I mean, it is definitely past her nap time, but she got to sleep in. No one really wearing her down, stuff like that. So, but she's a good girl. She's done this. So, yeah, I just wanted at this moment, I was just wondering if I know there's a choice coming up. Mwah. Okay. I know. You want to say hi? I'm trying to put you down, but you don't want to get down. Why don't... Okay, give kisses. Thank you. Nice little sneeze in the face afterwards. You're standing up like big girl. What is wrong? You mind... Here, I got you. I'll get you. Yeah, you want to see? So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna pick. I'd pick 3 because of the B is 3 thing so far. All right, honey, you're gonna have to get down. Isn't that a nice room? Okay, I'll do it. I have not. I have not. Man, I get stuck on games. I told you. I play them and then I just throw them away and then I've been busy. I mean, I have worked in my life. I mean, it's good to be king to set your own schedule and everything, but but I will. I'm gonna. You know what? I'll do it if that's it. Seriously, you see how she folds and stuff. I get ready to go down, and she will arch her back and grab me, and it's like I won't be able to put her down. I'm gonna put you down right here. Come on, you want to get on the table? Oh, bang that out right there. You want? Yeah, good girl. You can lay down right there. I'll put my hands exactly where they need to be, and then you can just do whatever you want. How about that? All right, so that's my office. Yep, that's the layout. This is probably the developers, like, this is exactly this. You're gonna go to sleep. Why don't you go lay down? It's like, no, I'm good. Just do what you want to do. Bop, bop, bop. A game. Oh, yeah. I literally need to both on this one, honey. I need. I know. All right. I'm good. You know what? Guess who comes first, folks? I'm sorry. And again, so there's the debate. What's up, Key? Nice to see you, buddy. It's nice to see you, man. How's Sea of Thieves going, dude? Did you get your shit back? Did you rob some people today? Because I'm generally curious. You've got me interested in that game. Ah, that sucks, man. So what made it so toxic? Just a bad. I mean, is it that bad? So I don't like vibing on, toxic too often. And if it's like a shitty game, I'll solo it. I'll just get my own little world and just sail around. Because I love that part. Oh, okay, good. Oh, yeah. See, I hate people like that. It's like, dude, it's a game. Chill. But I'm much older. A much quiet Boy Scout. Oh, yes, it's blocking. I know. Try hard. What? I don't even see the relevance of just. You forgot to put a space. I don't know the definition, if that's like a censored word or a bad word. That's awesome. Stealing chest. All right. Hey, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I'll let you go. Thank you. Good girl. I love you. You're my good girl. Thank you. No, you eat your dog foods. You are not getting a treat. Hey, you eat some dog food, I'll give you a treat. I'll make that bargain with you. You eat your dog food. I'll give you a treat. And she's walked off. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is awesome. Yeah. All right, Boy Scout. Look, I'm in, I'm trying to figure out Sea of Thieves. Uh, who's trained who? And there's the debate right there. And go. Am I trained or is she trained? Because I'm fucking telling you right now, I'm the one that's trained. I guarantee. And every owner out there that has a fur baby right now, I guarantee, and I'm sorry for the language, but that's how strong I really think about it, is that they would do the same thing and they are just as trained. I'm telling you. Now, she might be able to do tricks and I communicate and she does what I want, but I'm telling you now, I am so trained and I know it. I know it. People see it. People call me out on it. My employees used to always call me out on that. She is so run. Oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's how I've raised her because she's worth it. She's such a good fucking dog. Such a good dog. It's like crazy. Just a sec. I want to scroll back. Simi is in chat. So what does that mean? Why is it censored? I don't know slang or anything. I don't understand. I thought you forgot to put a space in between. So why am I having so much difficulty on the try hard? I'm missing something bad, I know. Oh, okay. Well, what happened? Ah, shit. Everything's fucking blowing up. Gotcha. Thank you, Dusty, for that link. All right. Button sounds. God, I'm so. I have to have that up so I can have my chat up. Uh-oh. Okay, just make sure. So here we go. Let's enjoy it and go. But hey, but Key, if you didn't know, there was a procedure the day that I had to be with. So I had my entire schedule got thrown off, everything like that. So just FYI, if I have to go, it's because I'm looking after my mother, after her procedure and everything. So we'll get back on, and then we're gonna find time to Sea of Thieves, man. I'm telling you, I want to do the. And there's the credits, dude. So I literally died in there, and this is like the credits. This is all. So I want to know. It's got solitaire on it. Spider cider solitaire. That's awesome. Yeah. Exam. All right, man. Well, hey, good luck, dude. Seriously. I wish you the best on the exams, and yeah, it's all right. But she was under anesthesia, and she's 72, so getting up and everything. I just want to make sure that she's safe and good, and I take care of her and everything like that. Other than that, she's very independent. She runs around, and she's in the yard and does all that shit all the time, anyways. So, but this one was she needed a little help, and I was more than willing to be there. And I still have to be, so I'm just letting you know. But other than that, man, we're ready. We're kicking it. I appreciate you stopping in, man, and stopping by. And we're going to get back to this stuff. Dude, this is this game I love.
Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one.
That is so fucking cool that they did that. I'm sorry for the language. How awesome.
And finally, he pushed the...
Oh.
Stanley stood on the snow. Stanley pushed the number 6. Stanley stood on the roof. Then he pushed the number 8.
6 snow,
This
roof
elevator for
8.
sure would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Still nothing? I don't know. Well, in that case, I'll tell you what. You win. Congratulations. You did it. I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so...
I don't want to hear
good job.
outtake. I'm not falling for it. I think that did have significance. That did have significance. Snow 6, roof 8. Where did that come from? Of the countdown ending. Okay, blue 38. Red 42. And by the way, 2 years of development. I believe it. 78 green. So the red hasn't changed, but the others, there's a couple of others I think that have. On the top left, it's still the same and it's red, but see the center changed, and I think the yellow in the top right changed as well. It did. Now it is not red. I think that's random. Or we can sit here and look at it again. Okay, 45 is the same number. What the... Of the countdown room. Nope, not going to flip that yet. Until I notice what? That I'm... Shush. Oh, thank you. $11, $12, $13. They took away a computer. Okay, that's on the endless loop. I've never got that to play. Ultra Deluxe announcements. Okay. All right. Dude, it's fucking raining money in his office. What's that all about? Wow. I fucking respect that. Hey, that's not our thing. You know what? We're not going to do it. Very clean. I love this look, by the way. All right, so there's the tour there. And I know that there was that switch. I just want to see if you can... there was anything behind there. Let's go back this way. What the hell, man? So there's so much more. Okay, Okay, do I want to know more? Trailers. What? In May of 2012. I had never heard of this at all. Crazy. So, look at that. That literally tells you how to... was the simplest version that won out. Vent. There's a vent in the lounge. All right. But here's the thing. I mean, everything's... So no matter what, you're going to end that if you take that path. Because it always led to the same ending. Oh, shit. How do you type with boxing gloves on? What the fuck? Oh shit. Man, I don't know if I want to see this. You know what? Hold on. I know it's going to give me clues. I understand. And you know what? Maybe I don't get back here. That's not like I had to do this. Because I don't think this game... I don't know how to take the game right now. It's so awesome. But how much of it can you really trust? I mean, ugh. There's more time. We go down here, and then there should be room where we flip that switch, right? I mean, right? Nope, not that way. Bop. Okay. So where was, that's where the exit was.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh my goodness. This is one of the endings.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
What did it say? Quit the game? Seriously? Because there's no other way. Should I seriously do that? They wouldn't put that. Do you think they could put an Easter egg in that? No?
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
all right. Folks, I'm going to redo the... tomorrow, we're going to start, I think, here. Yeah, but did I? I mean, it literally said that. I was wondering if they could make a program to where if you hit escape and this at this particular time in the game, that it would unfold and unlock something else. I don't know, because this game's just a mind trip right now. I mean, seriously, mind trip. So I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what I think I'm going to do. That's exactly what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. Need to make sure dinner's all taken care of and stuff. I might play, but I'm not going to stream tonight. But I promise you, I am not going to play Dusty's game until I stream straight out, and I am not. I give you my promise. I'm telling you right now, you get into the game, and when I hit quit, that's a way. That's a path right there. She told me what to do, and I should have done it. I think that was one of the things. I think I will get back to that at some point in time, because I thought that was quit, but I'm thinking now that would have continued me into something. That's golly. Yeah. I know. I get it, and I will Dude, could you imagine 100%ing this damn thing? Could you imagine doing that? 100% this game right now. That's crazy. So, I don't know. And then the other one that Dustin wants me to look at. So, man, I got to do my thing again. I moved my damn thing back yet again. Taking up more space. Anyway, everyone, thanks. Everyone stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to get back into that game again. We're going to do Phasmophobia Florianoble, whatever the hell that one is. The ghost story. And then Phasmotentation Nation. I can't remember. Pharismophobia? I'm joking. I'm messing with you guys. When are you guys playing Ark? When are you guys playing Ark? Are you guys going to stream it? I'm not touching that one. Bo! Oh, okay. Sure. Yes, after dinner and everything like that, and if I'm just chilling stuff. I tell you what, Boy Scout, do you have Discord? Oh man, with your mouse and everything. Do you have Discord to just chat and shit? Because I mean, there's servers that we could give you links. You have Discord? I tell you what, I'll send you a link. I can send you a link through Twitch. So, and then if we do, we'll just get on and we'll play. Simi and also Dust have servers and stuff like that too, so it's all good. So. Or I magically do that and just. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. All taken care of. Ba-boom. We're going to go ahead and say hi and everything. Bam. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I like that. I like that saying. All right. So, thanks, everyone. Kiyo's good. Thanks for stopping by. Boy Scout, always so much fun hanging out with all you guys. And we'll get on, and then normalcy will set in this week. I give you my word, as much as life will allow it, and we all know how life gets. How consistent and just no just all ebb and flow, just even keel, really, just not the. But we'll check it out. So thank you so much, everyone. We'll be talking to you. We'll be seeing you on Discord. We'll be hanging out and watching some Ark. Man, dude, I think I have like a game for every day now. Like literally, I can do a game every day. That's awesome. I am not complaining. And then we'd have to do a schedule. And then everyone just jumps on and then just, I don't know. That'd be great. All right, folks. You know what? I think I'm going to give a little out music. I love that. Or do you want a little rock? That's my intro. Thanks, everyone. I'm slow goodbying. Is that what you call it? Harness the inner power. All right. I'm going to stop slow goodbying so I can get food on the table for people. Everyone have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.